If you've been bitten by a dog, before you bite back, watch this video. I'm Tim Miley of Miley Legal. They call me the Tiger, and this is Tiger Talks. Let's talk dog bites. I'm a huge dog lover, so I'm a firm believer that there are no bad dogs, just an occasional irresponsible dog owner. When I'm talking about dog bites, we're not talking about just a dog nipping your heels, nipping your legs. I'm talking about those severe bites that leave permanent scarring and disfigurement, and usually they occur around the faces of children. Not always. Dogs that attack and do damage to someone's face leave long-lasting injuries and scarring, some of which can never be removed. Let's start with the simple question of whether or not a dog owner is automatically responsible when their dog bites someone. And the answer is no, they're not necessarily automatically responsible. If you have a trespasser on your property and the dog bites them, you're not responsible for that dog bite. Why? Because the person is a trespasser. They should not have been on your property. Is the dog owner responsible if the dog bites someone after being provoked or taunted? Not likely. Another instance is if someone's trying to break up two dogs that are fighting with each other and one bites the person who's trying to break up that fight. That doesn't make the dog owner responsible. It may have been the dog that was getting attacked initially that bites the person trying to break up the dog fight. So there are some circumstances where dog owners are not going to be responsible for his or her dog biting somebody else. When you're bitten by a dog and you have serious injuries from that dog bite, the owner of the dog's homeowner's insurance should pay for that. There are some rare occurrences where the insurance company will exclude certain breeds of dogs, but that doesn't happen very often. In many states, in order for a dog owner to be on notice that their dog has the propensity to bite people, they get by with the dog biting someone the first time, with the argument that they had no idea the dog would bite people, but for the first time it did it. In West Virginia, if your dog bites someone, you can be responsible for the harm that dog bite has caused. Unlike other states, there's no one bite rule. So if your dog bites the mail carrier or some other delivery person from something you ordered or a meter reader, then you are going to be responsible in West Virginia for any damage or harm your dog's bite does to that person. In those cases, you are presumed to have noticed that those people are likely going to be coming onto your property. You have implicitly, if not expressly in the contract for your utility companies, given them permission to come on your property. One thing that you can actually do as a homeowner to protect yourself is you can call and give them advance notice of your dog's propensities so that they can stay off your property or make alternative arrangements for delivery. If you have a real concern about your dog biting a delivery person, whether it's the U.S. mail carrier, whether it's UPS, whether it's Federal Express, or any other type of carrier that would deliver packages to your home. Putting up a beware of dog sign is a suggestion, if not overt representation to the public, that you better beware of my dogs because they're prone to bite you. Quite frankly, putting up a beware of dog sign might backfire on you. Obviously, if it's a trespasser, not only are they trespassing on your property, but in addition to that, they see your beware of dog signs, they clearly have no claim against you if your dog bites them. But others who you know or should know will be coming on your property are now put on notice that you have a dog. And so ultimately what it's going to come down to is whether they receive notice that there's a dog on the property that might bite them or cause them harm, and whether that sign is sufficient notice to absolve you of any liability. The reality is it's likely going to come down to where you knew they were coming on your property to make a delivery, to read your meter, whether or not you have a beware of dog sign, and therefore you're likely still going to be liable. What happens if you have your dog off your property because you're taking it for a walk or taking it to a dog park? It's on a leash and another kid or another adult comes up, maybe wanting to pet it, and your dog bites or nips at that other person. You're going to be responsible because even though you had your dog on a leash and even though someone else approached your dog to cause your dog to react, and bite this person and do harm, you still, number one, didn't have your dog secured enough. And number two, when you took your dog out to this public place, you knew or should have known that it was foreseeable that other people would be there. Other people might be close to you and your dog, and therefore your dog might be subject to biting them if they got too close. If you have any questions whatsoever about the injuries and the harm caused by someone else's dog, call me and I'll help you navigate that process as to whether or not you have a legal claim. Go to our website at mileylegal.com or go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to Tiger Talks. I'm Tim Miley. Thanks for watching Tiger Talks.